Kenshin. Act 3. It seems that Mustache and Kenshin were old friends, didn't it? Like, I used to know him back in the war, we're old pals, but the way it ended was like we don't see eye to eye. We have different philosophies on how to handle this new world. He was obviously very high ranked and important in the government, and he's also shows Kenshin a lot of respect. So when they were in the war, you get the sense that, you know, Kenshin and this guy were more on a level playing field than him being like some great general of the government army and Kenshin being like just a wanderer. I liked how they used the leader of the Sword Corps as a perfect example of why using power to make people do what you want them to do is leads to men like him. That type of philosophy or that type of attitude, it leads to guys like the Satsuma captain, the Sword Corps. In the same way he silenced the crowd when they started giving him middle fingers and booing him. It was the same way the mustache guy made it sound like, oh, I'll take care of our enemies, don't worry, Kenshin. Nobody's gonna call you an assassin in my court. I'll make sure people treat you with respect. And Kenshin makes the point, well, how are you gonna make them? How are you gonna make them? The mustache has kind of a mental break at the end. You know, he's so can't wait to find Kenshin. Finally finds him, and then he does not get what he's looking for, and he kind of melts down a little bit. He starts yelling at him about how you can't be a fucking samurai anymore. You gotta stop. You're not gonna be able to. You'll accomplish nothing with your sword. With a sword, the people within my sight can at least be protected. This one's no different from before, except he's now a Rurouni and not a Hitokiri. And again, Kaoru's trying to figure this guy out still. She's got her eye. She seems to be swooned a little bit, but maybe the mystery of this older man is kind of taking up a lot of her attention. On editing, I noticed that the police, when they brought their swords over Kaoru's head, they cut her ribbon. They cut her little hair ribbon off, her little Kaguya hair tie. I thought it was like a lightning or you know, sparks or something when I first saw it, but no, they cut her ribbon off in her hair. They basically cut her hair. They cut her ribbon off. It's even more serious than what I thought it was. I thought they just put the swords up to her, but no, they cut her fucking ribbon off. They touched her. They won the war, so they get the seats in the government, so they get the power. And Kenshin's saying, that's not what we were doing. We were not fighting for power or position. We weren't trying to win anything, except for maybe a world of peace. That's what we were doing, mustache. Good chapter. Again, closure. Open up a story, tell it to me in 20, 30 pages, close it up, and move on to the next. We got an aside like this earlier about Kenshin and a few of the Shinsengumi that the characters were created, inspired from history. Now we get one about Koaru. No specific character model here. If pressed, I'd probably have to say the character Chiba Sanako from the novel Ryoma no Kyobito, the self-proclaimed Ryoma's girl. I don't know what that means. It must be like an archetypical girl in Japan. Koaru wound up a plain and regular girl nonetheless. As it turns out though, just plain Koaru seems to be working out for now, so I can't complain. Certainly many of my female readers seem to be relating to her. Some of them write that they can't tell if she's strong or weak as a fighter, but the truth is that she is strong. Koaru is quite independent for her age, and she can hold her own against the kendo masters of many dojos in town. That makes her, at very least, a national level champion. Holy shit, Koaru. If Koaru does appear weak, it's only because she's standing next to Kenshin and Sanosuke. This is Sakura's problem. Sakura is incredibly strong, but then they put her next to Sasuke and Naruto, and then she looks like she's not quite... This is early 2000s. This is just how it is. But he is saying Koaru's quite strong, and she can beat the kendo masters of the dojo, the other dojos in town. Whether or not she becomes Kenshin's love interest in the future, even I haven't quite decided. Oh, okay. So that's interesting, because I kind of felt it a little bit, but it didn't feel like predetermined or it's definitely going to happen. It felt kind of not very reciprocal, or I mean, that might not even be fair. I'm not sure, but it wasn't a strong romance right off the gate. Design-wise, there's no real motif for Koaru. You could say her look was inevitable. For a girl involved in kendo, after all, a ponytail is de régulère. Okay. A blade, a kimono, a ponytail, what's not to like, right? Drawing her is enjoyable enough, although filling in her hair is sometimes a pain. In that I am a, quote, man glorious and woman cute kind of guy, it's true that I ideally like Koaru to be drawn a bit more cutely. Down to earth and poor are also parts of her character, though, and I can't overlook that. I do wish I could improve the pattern of her kimono and let her be a little bit more fashionable. But she's a country girl. He's saying I'm inclined to make her more cute than her character probably is. She's much more poor and down to earth, and she's a huge fighter. A blade, a kimono, a ponytail, what's not to love? I really found those pages interesting. Maybe you guys don't. Act 3. Tokyo Samurai. The day after Kenshin crushed the sword core, the word was out and the dojo was packed. Okay, now you guys need some schooling. Wow, 15 people? Well, have Kamiyakashi Ryu back in no time. This isn't good, huh? Hey everyone, this one is not from this dojo and is not taking students. All the guys are looking around like, are you fucking kidding me? So if you are here because of yesterday's incident, please go home. Koaru is stunned. They all left. They were here for Kenshin. Koaru's like, oh my god, my style's about to give. They're all here. My dojo's filled up again. This is great. Kenshin says, no, I'm not the teacher. Koaru's the teacher. And they all left. They're walking on the bridge. They do a lot of traveling or shopping. Are you still mad? 15 students, Kenshin. 15 students! But thrill seekers like that never last 6 months, Koaru. That's not what you want. There's no need to rush. Just have patience and optimism. He's saying those students wouldn't come... They're a bunch of slack. They wouldn't have discipline. They were just impressed by me. You need somebody who really cares and wants to train with you. But I can't even do any training without visiting somebody else's dojo because I don't have any students to train with, and you won't spar with me. Kenshin, my skill with practice sword is lacking. No, and I'm not good with the wooden swords, Koaru. I can't help you. Okay, a bump. Somebody comes up on Kenshin, bumps him right in the waist. Oral? I mean, Koaru is surprised. Kenshin looks down. Koaru looks peaked, shocked. What the hell was that? The next panel, it looks like Koaru jumps on this kid. Kenshin's up there standing, watching. Koaru jumps on this kid. Stop! Kenshin, this kid is a pickpocket. Is this your wallet? This is your wallet, right? Jesus. Girl, thank you. Let go! Let me go, ugly! Who are you calling ugly, stupid? They're barking at each other. You, ugly! Kenshin comes over, trying to de-escalate this. Wait, guys, wait. If he needs this so badly, young one, don't get caught next time. And he hands him back the purse, or the satchel of coins. Our little thief looks down like, are you seriously gonna give me back the thing that I just stole from you? He's left there standing, shocked. Kenshin keeps going. Let's go. Koaru's, wait, what did you just do? Wait a second. Our thief grips the bag. Clong! Oh! Giving Koaru a surprise. He threw the wallet back at Kenshin and hit him in the head. Now he stands there, determined, furious. I am not young one. I am Mijojin Yaiko, Tokyo Samurai. I haven't fallen far enough to be pitied by strangers. Fallen far enough to be a pickpocket. I was just testing you because you had a sword. Don't get the wrong idea. Koaru's fist clenched like, this guy's really starting shit. Kenshin's kind of shocked. Surprised that happened. I thought you were just a little thief. Young one? I am not young one! You look like a child. But it's obvious that your soul is mature. Sorry, I didn't mean to underestimate you. Yaiko looks back like, huh. Goes stomping off backwards. Bro, he gave you got that purse twice and you lost it twice. This is my pride. It's more important than the stupid little purse. Don't call me young one. I'm the Tokyo Samurai. It's okay. Was stomping off. Kenshin smiles. Would you say he's proud or ashamed? Koaru says, I say he's a brat. Beautiful cut. Looks like we're sitting in a field outside of town. Poor boy. If the world were like it was, he'd have joined the truly great samurai. Yaiko is in the caste system too, but for him, he wasn't a farmer. He wasn't a merchant. He was in a line of samurai. But now we're in a new world. There are no samurai. He wants respect and deference and to be treated as somebody special. He's not getting that. You're no longer, the samurais are gone, dude. That's not gonna be your future. He's probably just sitting there contemplating life, looking at the city, thinking, where do I belong? He looks down, frustrated. Two people walk up in their flip-flops. Hey! There he is! This month's payment is due. Oh, they're a bunch of fucking extortioners. It's like a gang. Better give it up. I don't have the money because I gave it back to the other guy because he insulted my pride and tried to give it to me, and I was like, no, don't insult me. I'm the great Tokyo Samurai. So I don't have the money, asshole. Forget it, he says. No explanation, just fuck off. He looks at him. No more stealing. I cut my ties with you gangsters. As of today. Having a change of heart. I don't want to be a thief. I don't want to pay tribute. Alright, well, our thugs don't like that answer. Ooh. Mr. Flock of Seagulls, or whatever this is, smacks him, I think, with the sword. And then in the panel underneath, he's like, Katsuki-san. Like, what, like, don't you think that's a little far? Thwop! Back! Boom! Cack! Is he beating the shit out of Yaiko? Is that what's happening? Yep. Yaiko's laying on the ground. Open your mouth is what happens. Don't talk crazy, eh? What are you trying to pull? Yaiko tries to get off the ground. Nothing. And then Watsuki gives us a no panel sentence. You look like a child, but it's obvious that your soul is mature. This is what Kenshin told Yaiko. It's a memory of motivation. Look like a child, but it's obvious that your soul is mature. It's your soul. I'm just sick of being a thief. Pow! Curb stomped. You've always been a punk. I don't like punks. Time to show you who the boss is. That was a lie. Like a little kid, two grown-ass men fucking beat him up. Okay. Soft cut to Koaru singing on the road. La 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 la. That was a good sweat. Now I'll just go home, have some tea, and hey, I wonder if Kenshin fried up the bath. He did go home early, so he should. Huh? She looks over into the field. She sees two grown-ass men standing there. And she realizes 3. One's flipped over the other one's shoulder. That's the pickpocket. Hard cut to some building, some dojo, some manor. The yin and the yang on there, on the front of their house, but I can't tell you what the other symbols mean. Plop, plop. Stubborn punk. Looks like they're beating the shit out of him even more. Blood's hitting the wall or the floor. Sure enough, he picked him up like Fat Ninja picked up Koaru in chapter 1. He got him by the cuff, but got him by the collar. All you gotta say is you're sorry. They're beating him up until he gets re-educated. Ease up for a minute, Gasuke, or there won't be anything left to apologize. They're beating the fucking shit out of him. He looks over at boss. Yaiko, how do you think you're gonna live if you quit thieving? If you think you'll be fine somehow because you're of a samurai descent, then you're completely wrong. This new world of ours is about money. Pride isn't worth a shit, Yaiko. When samurai hang on their pride, it only pulls them down deeper. He looking up indignant as ever. He don't look beaten into submission, does he? Ain't buying it. The brothels are overflowing with the wives and daughters of your proud samurai. And whenever a gang of bandits is caught, you know who they were in the former life. It's pitiful. He's saying your samurai girls are whores and the boys are thieves. Forget this noble lineage, Yaiko. Learn to live a humble life. Then I'll take you in. Tanashi's man, that's something to be proud of. Make me repeat it. I declined. And they beat him up. Shouldn't have been surprised, but anytime you open your mouth, they're gonna kick you. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Who are you spitting at? The boss who took care of you since your parents died? You dog. Don't lie to yourself. You call yourself a samurai, but what did your dad ever have? And 2 acres and 2 servants. And then the moron tried to fight the revolution and got himself killed. He is just... This is very disrespectful, to say the least. This makes me angry. This makes me angry inside listening to this shit. You call yourself a samurai, but what did your dad ever do? 3 acres and 2 servants. And then the moron tried to fight the revolution and got himself killed. Your mother had to sell her body at a brothel and died of syphilis. Which do you take after, the fool or the whore? Look at Yaiko's face. What do you think he's gonna do? Somebody talk to me like that. I don't know what I would do. Something dangerous, something stupid, something pig-headed. Shut up! Yeah, something like that. And homie bit his dick. Oh my god! The next panel, his face is like, Yaiko just bit my dick. I mean, I don't know what I expected him to do. I expected him to do something, you know. Which do you take after? Your fool dad or your whore mom? Yeah, that's like, we're gonna have to fight. That's too far. And he grabs it. But then he bites his dick. A doof falls on the ground. Katsuki-san! I think this is our boy Yaiko. My father died faithfully to his lord, opposing a revolution he knew was immoral. He's squeezing his hands so hard they're bleeding. My mother worked to put food on our table, to raise us well, until it killed her. Fucking tell him, Yaiko. God, hell yes. Damn. He got a big mouth for a little 12-year-old thief in a room full of a bunch of thugs. He is not taking this. They keep beating him up, but his resolve stays strong. They lived and died as samurai. I won't forgive anyone who insults them. He's crying and screaming. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah. What? And sure enough, here comes Mr. Flock of Seagulls. I'm the one that won't forgive, punk. I'm gonna kill you. He unleashes his sword. And look who fucking shows up, kicking the door down into the villain. I'm gonna kill you! The room is stunned. Can't believe what's happening. Who the hell are you? He's standing on the door, still on top of the guy who's beating up Yaiko. Yaiko is floored, but not like swooned like Koaru gets when she's shocked. He is like, I can't even believe what just happened. Fat guy, it's a raid! Get the guys! Kenshin, they won't come. They weren't going to let me in, so I had them go to sleep for a little while. Your reinforcements? I already took them out. I am Himura Kenshin, a Rurouni. I've come for the young one. Mr. Swoop gets up, finally get that door off him. What are you? Another samurai, fool! I'll kill you both at... And then Kenshin, with the dots, blows this guy away. One shot. Once? You gotta kill us both at once? Doesn't look like it. Like looks like you're done for the day. We're talking. Just stay there and be quiet for a while. The adults are talking. Homie got his head shoved through the ceiling. The other men are looking up like, I can't believe he just did that. Now we got the fat guy on the ground. So what do you say? Show your generosity and release the young one. And then we get Kenshin's dead eyes. This is the I'm gonna kill you eyes. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hit you really hard with the reverse blade sword. But these eyes, these are the fighter eyes. He says, so what do you say? Show your generosity and release the young one. It may embarrass you less than the total annihilation of your gang. He's saying, give me the kid or I'm going to tear your little club apart. Giving up the little pickpocket is going to be a lot less embarrassing when I take your whole crew down. Fine. Go ahead and take him. Thank you. Please forgive the intrusion. Links the sword back into his. We just have to do violence up until the point where they capitulate. And then we can be kind again. Are you alright, young one? You were hard to pinpoint. But after visiting one Yakuza group after another, Kenshin's been looking for him. Why? Why him? It's the pickpocket stuff. He stole my money. I gave it back to him like, you probably need it more. And then he threw it at me and said, don't insult my pride. I'm a fucking Tokyo samurai. I don't need your charity. And that grabbed Kenshin's attention. Who told you to help me? I could have fought them alone. I could have fought! Kenshin looks at him with the eyes of compassion and sadness and understanding. Of course you could have. This one has underestimated you once again. Yaiko's shocked. Kenshin swoops him up. Then, as an apology, at least allow your wounds to be treated. I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna heal you up, kid. Yaiko makes me a little emotional. So which parent do you take after? Your fool of a father or your whore of a mother? Shut up! Bite your fucking dick off. Yaiko's clearly not impressed with Kenshin. I don't need your help. I didn't ask for your help. And Kenshin is compassionate, understanding, and is rejecting Yaiko's free will here at this moment and giving him what he needs, not what he thinks he wants. Alright, back to the underground gang hall. You won't get away. Don't mind them. Those were the eyes of the Hitokiri, and not a Hitokiri from Yakuza. That's a real one. I didn't know there were men still like that. No number of men would be enough against him. They show the hallway of all the reinforcements thrown through the windows, swords impaled into the wall, hanging over themselves, blood coming out their mouths, eyes pupilless. Pupilless? Is that a word? No pupils in their eyes. No number of men would be enough against him. If one kid is all he wants, it's a cheap price. Damn it. Damn it. Damn. 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 It's Yaiko. Are you that bothered by your lack of power, young one? I want to be strong. So strong that I won't need your help. Strong enough to defend my father and my mother's pride on my own. Look straight ahead, of course. This is called meeting people where they're at. shot of Kowaru's dojo, I think. He's taking a long time. I'm sure Kenshin's okay, but what about the boy? As I expected, you're wounded badly. I've arranged a carriage waiting. We're going to the doctor's. She's a teacher of the Kamiya Kishin Ryu, Kamiya Koaru Dono. Yahiko looks over like, that girl's a fucking master of a dojo. You gotta be kidding me. Kenshin looks right at him and says, she'll be your sensei from today. Oh. Remember how this chapter started? Koaru couldn't get any students. Kenshin said, don't worry about it. Those are a bunch of flakers. Well, I'll find you a student. Someone who needs you. Someone who needs your style. The people that I would be training, they don't need to know my style. Then we got a shocked face of our characters looking at Kenshin like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm not gonna do that. Wait a second. Are you telling me to learn swords? Sensei? You mean to make him my student? And then Yahiko calls her ugly. Yep. Heart emoji. These guys are left like, you. I can't believe this just happened. Each has been set. The rest is up to you. You can be as strong as you want now, Yahiko. You don't need to tell me. And so, the second resident of the Kamiya Dojo, Tokyo Samurai, Myojin Yahiko, came to join us. We got a third member of our cast. And they don't get along too well. Koaru, you're gonna stop calling me ugly. Yahiko, why should I? You are ugly. Kenshin, shouldn't we be going to the doctor's? A nice chapter. Shorter than the last two. I really appreciate that. Yahiko's gonna make me cry if we keep talking about his whore mother and his fool father. Again, I'm just so shocked. While I'm reading this, I'm like, man, Kenshin's so cool. But honestly, my perspective is Koaru. Again, chapter 3. Kenshin's so cool, but who am I following? I'm following Yahiko. What do you think of Yahiko's attitude? His pride. Is that something to get rid of? Do we not need that in this new era? Look at the people with all their pride. Look at where they ended up, little kid. But Yahiko is relentless. He's not letting go. And Kenshin is... Kenshin thinks it's a good thing. He's not telling him to calm down. He's not telling him to drop his pride. He's not telling him the samurai era is over. He's picking him out of the slums and taking him back to Koaru's dojo. He likes him. Good chapter. There's a lot of thugs in town, huh? The police can't fucking capture nobody. There's tons of gangs everywhere. I thought it was really funny when all the people came to Koaru's dojo to learn from Kenshin, and when he told them that he's not going to teach them, they all went home. that was funny. This is just a cut up version of the chapter of this manga that we read together on my Patreon. If you want to see the full chapter and continue reading the story together, subscribe below.